Testing, testing. Testing, testing. I'll turn it down a little bit. There's an ad starting. In about 5 minutes. In about 5 minutes. Or about 5 minutes. I'll save a little note in chat. We are. La 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 la. La 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 la. Okay, good. Okay, welcome everyone. It's I, the Dead Dodo, and we are back in just doing some art and drawing on this lovely Wednesday. Ignore all the chat spam above this. I was playing with the chat box just to see some stuff, and yeah, I'll pin that message just for. I'll pin that message for 10 minutes. That'll do. There we go. Rightio. Right then, the general plan for today is I have that little bit I started last week with the muscle guy. I might do some more of that, but I wanted to warm up and get a little start with, I don't know, playing around and making some new stream graphics. So just a new starting, end, and be right back screen. The be right back screen myself, can't say words. The be right back screen, I was considering just having the text pop up. So just having the be right back text pop up and having, like, I don't know, putting some like sleeping goggles over my model, you know, and just like having it as a channel graphic rather than like a slide, because that way everyone can still chat and they're not going to be like, you know, I'm not taking myself off screen with like a massive big blur. Just like a little curtain or something, I don't know. Just like a graphic that I can put on screen rather than having a like an actual slide. That's what I was thinking for that. I think I'll start simple because, generally speaking, when I first made them, I had a little look into the creator in the making an animated thing, but I'm a bit leery because my setup isn't very strong, and there's a reason why I've stuck to a PNG and I haven't done too much when it comes to animated stuff, because I'm worried that trying to run too much at the same time is going to cause my stream to lag. Hopefully, though, the little lag I had at the start of my previous stream when I tried to use Tangia, I'm hoping that was just down to trying to authenticate stuff with Twitch, and I had to like re-log in. I mean, even looking at my OBS, I didn't have my stream chat down the bottom where I can type in on OBS. So hopefully I've fixed it now. So we shall see. But I might try and give the Tangier another go. Hopefully I'll maybe do a test stream on one of my days off, just to try and do a bit more stress testing, just to see if something's wrong on my end, because it shouldn't, according to reliable sources, it shouldn't be lagging me out that bad as a browser-based thing. So we shall see. But yeah, for now, I'm just going to get into doing a bit of basic drawing. Don't know if we'll see what I come up with. Where I was going with this whole tangent was, I should probably start with something simple. It doesn't have to be something overly dramatic, but when you look at my other slides, which are this one, this one, this one, they're all very simple, but they're a bit garish, aren't they? Like they're kind of searing your eyes with that yellow and orange, so maybe something a bit calmer will be a bit better. But anyway, I hope everyone's got something to drink and something to eat. I have myself some Pepsi, and I have myself some stroganoff. But yeah, ads will be going on in about a minute, so apologies for that. Yeah, I'll just I'll start getting my references set up within a few minutes. Dokie dokie. So it'll be about a 3-minute ad break. I'll just get my references sorted. There we go. Right, and now if we copy it. Oh, that's a mistake. Maybe not this one. We'll use this one as references. That has all my colours. There we go, that's a bit better. My pens are solid and too bad. There we go. Keep the orange. Radio. Hopefully that should be the ads all finished. So I unpin this ad. There we go. Right, and now if we do the same thing but we go over to N, that's an idea actually. Let's play with a few things, shall we? Just to see what we like. If I can find where my pen's gone. There it is. Okay. Oh, what happened there? I zoomed in way too hard. Take off the stabilizer for now. That hurts the eyes just to look at, so that's probably not the best idea. So, the worst idea for a colour, but or some thick lines, maybe? That's cute. And then we could always have just regular pen. And do we want to have like a white border would be the question. The idea would be that this would be like a starting soon screen, and ideally I probably do want to have things like my socials and Twitch stuff on, which might not be the worst idea. That'll obviously be on another layer. Look at that. File, save as. Let's make sure we've got a save ready to begin with. Let's just put new loading screen. No, wait. Right, we'll save it as that. So far that looks okay, and I think it's less eye-watering. The goal, I suppose, would be next. Do we have a text box? Oh, they've changed some things. Hang on. That's what I was looking for. That's the font, probably. Oops, no, I've made a mistake. We could have, let's see. Start simple, so. We need like a little symbol or something, maybe. One. We need like a little Twitch symbol or something, don't we? But so I would be. And we could just have. Okay, I understood it. Right, now, font. We want the font to be... No, we don't want that one. Font size. No, too big. Something like that's probably fine. That might be fun. That's a bit less stiff. Looks a little friendlier, a bit more friend-shaped. Question is... Okay, no, that's the wrong one. Oh, still. You can just pop it down here in the corner, I suppose. And now, spread it out a little bit. Oops. One size smaller. That's not too bad. I give the socials at least. That might work, and then we can have. Just have like starting soon, maybe. Or just loading. That might work. And then we change the font. That was a mistake. Right, let's have a oops. This is a little bit fiddly. A little more friend shaped at least. Up there. Dot, dot, dot. Well, I suppose it could be. I'll have to think about it because it'll be a case of if I ever wanted to animate this, I could just do the dots. It'd be easy enough just to do the dots as a loading thing. Or another good idea might be just to put some of my various bits of art just all over it. That actually might be a bad idea. On the text box, aren't I do like the little upgrade they've made. Because now it means you can just move stuff around a little bit, but I feel like that looks cute enough. And then I suppose something I could do I'd probably just save this as a base, really, couldn't I? What I could do is open. Edit copy, go back. And then we do a paste into active layer, and then we shrink it down. I can literally start, I suppose, as an idea. I can make a little collage and just pepper my own art all over it, rather than worrying too much. Okay, that sort of work. And I can always draw in a little bit. But that's cute enough, I suppose. Well, that might be cute. And then, what time are we at? Halfway. So, file, open, recent. Do I have it as a, what's it called? I'll save that as a PNG. Image. Okay, and then if we close that, we don't need Hoi anymore. And then if we copy, making a collage basically. God. Where would I put you? Where would I put you up in the corner? Make it smaller. Not a bad idea, I suppose. Or I can make a little collage over here in the corner. Just start adding stuff in. I don't think I will. Okay. The Hoi works, but I might take it out, depending on what the preference will be. But I feel like I should actually draw something rather than it just being my what's it called? So if we go back to pen, take that off for now. We go pen, drop the size now, little thing. Make sure it's white. It's not that might work. Oh, am I still on the wrong thing? Those graffiti the chat of it. We can always take the white off. For seconds, yeah, with you. I don't know if we'll keep the hoy, but obviously like a staticky sort of thing. That's fun. No. I suppose it could be always one of those sort of things where you just wanna, let's see. I just do big picture and just be like, oh, that gets in the way, doesn't it? Have the image behind isn't a bad thing. So I think I want it set up, but do I want any funny lines? That's the thing. Oh, that's too thick. Not sure if I like that. What do I feel about these being in little boxes? We'll leave that for now. Right, best maybe leave it here for now and just get some advice maybe and just move on to the next piece because I didn't want to spend too long. Okay, we'll leave this one for now and I'll get some advice. What I do need to work on is we open a new one, file, open. Okay, same as before. What I need to do really, I don't need much, but Maybe the text box will be the right colour for this. Oh, wrong one. I'll be my asset. Yeah, that's what I wanted. Okay, I wanted one of them. Open. There we go. Edit. Copy. We'll leave that one. That's saved. Edit. Paste as reference image. And we shrink it down. And I can use this to try to work out. Because the next plan is to make a Be Right Back, which will be very basic, but if we have like that as my reference there, I can draw over it and make myself some sleeping goggles, is the general gist. So if I just go black, and if I just go, we will want another layer at the very least. Hello there, Ben. How are you today? I hope you're doing well. Sorry for the blinding white screen. Oh, I hope you like it. I accidentally, when I first put the emote in, I accidentally cropped half the face off, so I had to go back in and fix it. But it should be working okay now. Not too bad. Quite a low energy day. So we've got, where was I? I can get rid of that, hang on. Oh. File, open recent. So all I've made so far, if I bring it up, I'm working on some new channel assets. So as a rough idea, because they've updated the text box thing, so I've got that so far for my starting loading screen. And I was considering I tried to do the animation thing, but I think I was trying to do something too complicated for a brand new beginner. So I figured maybe something a bit simpler. And so I could literally just have a loading screen, and I could literally just have the dots appearing one by one as like a very, very basic animation, just to give the impression. So I was thinking of doing that. And I was thinking about how I should decorate it, and I had the thought that maybe I should do a collage. So you see my little Hoi emote in the corner. I figured maybe it'd be fun to like cover my screen with like little bits of art I make every now and then, to make like a little collage and keep updating it basically. You know, with little bits I want people to see. So what do you think about that as an idea? I'm also eating stroganoff, so if you hear me stuffing my face, that's why. Yeah. So, I'm leaving that here for now, because I need to... I've got the general basic idea. Have my socials up on the top. Twitch.tv. Have my name. Have space for the chat box to kind of scroll up on the right-hand side. And I figured I'd just fill this slowly with... I can always convert it to something else later. The next thing was, would they be right back, rather than covering the whole screen and blocking out everything I'm doing? I was considering, if I've got my pen. So, what you're seeing there is just a reference image that I've just put over my thing so I can draw over it. But what I was thinking of was, hang on, where's the black? Just to draw myself like some shape, you know, like a, what do you call it? Do you know, like those like eye covers people wear to block out lights when they go to sleep? The sleeping mask, that's it. Oh, hang on, I know what I need to do. It's because I've got the reference image too close, I do apologise. Let's have a look. We'll go circle, hang on. Oh no, we'll go pen. So what I need, roughly, is just to make a basic sort of sleeping mask. And just put like a snoozy mask. So I'm just using this as a reference, just to a position. Because if I can have, so just a little bit of a sleeping mask in the corner. Like I've gone to bed or something. And then I'd have like a big BRB. And the background would be like, you know, the background would be transparent. So it would just be the letters and the little sleeping mask on screen for when I go on a be right back sort of thing. I was considering that as an idea. I'll probably make this a bit bigger. It's fairly simple as well, so that's the reason why I was considering it. So just make a little sleeping mask. And he is no, too thick. But yeah, how are you today, Ben? You been having a good day? Oh, excuse me. Oh, swallowed drunk. He's old is the question, is the answer. He's what's the word? They'd like to have him up for another little test. But obviously with his anxiety with hospitals, he doesn't want to go back and be stuck in the waiting room for 7 hours while they do blood tests. So they want him to go back up for another blood test, and they want him to have a scan on his legs to make sure he's not getting a clot or anything. But as I've said to him, leave the number with us because what's the word? He's not going to want to go the day after when he's already, you know, had enough the first time he visited. So probably tomorrow I'll see about getting him if he wants to go up for another scan tomorrow. But other than that, I think he's okay. Nevertheless, now let's think. A little sleeping mask. And we want like a little... I think that will work. It would have to be like a little bubble or a cloud, wouldn't it? I changed the colour of this, obviously. Yeah, I hope things are going well in your family situation and whatnot. Let's have a look. Right. Sorry. I can always resize things, but the general gist is... I'll put this aside. I mean, the joke would be, obviously, as well, maybe. We need to resize it. Be roughly the same size as my regular model. Just to get the positioning right. Because normally it would be over here. You'd have like a little mask there. And the gap between my eyes, it's about... Okay. I think I'll leave the snake. What do you think? I was thinking, because all my snake attachment does is just... I kind of like the idea that like he keeps his eyes open, even when, like, say, I've gone to sleep, so to speak. So... that might work well enough. No, it's okay. Yeah. Today's just pretty chill. I had a little chat with Huggin on his stream, like, because I told him about my Tangier issue that I was having, and it was, to put it bluntly, it was just a case of, I think when I went affiliate, I think it logged me out of a lot of things, if that makes sense. So when I was on OBS and everything, I had to like re-authenticate myself in a lot of things and like Streamlabs, so maybe that was causing an issue. But I figure I'll do a test stream on Friday. I'll go through all the Tangier settings again, and I'll see if if it was just a fluke and my internet just crapped itself that day, or there's something I'm missing in the settings that could be like causing my stream to lag, because I was getting 30 seconds to 45 seconds lag between what I was saying and what was turning up on screen, and I wasn't hearing the audio cues well. So put you there. That can go down one. I think that one can be deleted. Okay. Another paint layer. Put that down there. Keep the text. Yeah, but I hope you have some fun with the new emotes. I did only kind of throw them out in a mad panic, but I do plan to update them as time goes on, because how do I put it? I can see how the text isn't too clear. So the hoi is okay, but I feel like I need to make the lettering stick out a bit more. As for the other emotes, this one specifically, with the yay, I feel like I need to zoom in the picture a bit because it's a bit hard to make out what's in there. Maybe just keep the face and the hand in frame and keep the rest off, so to speak. So if he's there, I would want a big bee right there. I probably want it in orange. Doesn't have to be like, you know, a lot. Just to give myself an idea. So I might go into the text thing to do this. It might be better actually to do this in white. If only because most of my screens, if I'm playing games or whatnot, are going to be quite dark. So... Question is, do I want to keep that colour for the little mask? It might be fun just to have it as that, or make it pink or something. I don't know. You must have a little frilly, like a little frilly one might work. Tell you what, the background I'll sort in a second. Actually, I know what I'll do. I will try the text, because maybe keeping the font consistent might be better. Let's make it. I'll make this bigger, haven't I? Hang on. I like the black. But the face mask, yeah? I could always make it black and pink. But we'll see. Hang on. Where is text properties? That's all I want. So if we make this just BRB. Dot, dot, dot. And we make it bigger. The font size, we can make it cute, I suppose. I went for cute love as the font. That needs to be bigger, perhaps. Okay, there we go. That sharpens it up a bit. You always make it a bit slanted just to make it more fun. Or I could just take the dots off it, couldn't I? Maybe because the dots feel like they're interfering a little bit. That might work. And then if we go back to the full size. Because obviously the background's going to be transparent, so I can always change it, I suppose. Like we're plastering it sideways on the screen, like so. Alright, we'll leave that for now. And we'll go back. Is that just... Yeah, that's that one. That's just the vector layer. Does feel like I need to make it somewhat, what's the word, fluffy? That makes the term. I think I might just zoom in for this. I mean, I can always improve it later. There's nothing stopping me from like making adjustments. I could always just go make it the cat ears. Go like the Neko ears or whatever. And then just have it but weighted on. Weighted, there we go. Just make it into the, what's it called? No, it's not one. Does that look okay, or does that just look weird? Does that look enough like a tongue, or does it look like something else? I like the cat could be a snake too. You're right, I can make it green, can't I? But the only reason I haven't considered the snake is obviously this is going over my main chicken base, so to speak. So it would clash with the green of the snake head next to me, unless I made it darker, I suppose. That's an idea. I also just like the idea of like, this isn't like what's the word? The perfect one. I need a little. It's like I've clearly got it from somewhere else. Like or something, I don't know. What does need to happen is you change the shape a little bit. Take off the weighted to nothing. Yeah, it's like say just the dissonance is like probably just what I'm after. Make it look like an actual little mask or something. That might work actually. The little fangs might actually be what we need. We need to kind of give the impression of a little mouth. Oops, wrong colour. Giving it little ooh eyes. What do we think? I think that gives the right impression, I think. Right, now what I need to do is make the background transparent, don't I? Then when I go do I need that one? Probably don't, do I? Yeah, okay, that's the one I want. So I want to probably colour that in like a mild yellow. Unless my fill tool works, let's have a look. There we go, that works. Make it a different colour, maybe. Oops, that's wrong. Not sure. Might both keep that white. Oh yeah, I do need. That's fine, I think. Alright, so we've got something basic like that, which I think will work. I'd have to. I can probably test that now. To be fair, so that as new be right back at sleep mask. Keep it simple and whatnot. Okay, now if I save as a PNG image. I'll make it into a small file size, maybe. Okay. That's something. We are an hour in. One thing we can do now. I'll leave that there a second. And I've put my OBS. Oh, I'm so really sorry. I didn't realise we were in the middle of an ad break. Sorry about that. We're in the middle of an ad break. Well, in that case. Hello. Right, let me see. Oh, hang on. I might have done this wrong. Sorry about that. I made a mistake. I was on the wrong thing. What I need is... documents. Okay. Oh, I see the problem. I've made the BRB too big relative to this. Yeah, okay. I see what I've done wrong there. So I need to move the BRB closer, and it needs to be... I probably should just make it black, because if it's a different screen, it's probably not too bad, but let me just double see. Okay, I see. It's too far away. It needs to be closer. Alright. Right, if we go back to Krita, the vector layer, we go back. That's right. Okay, I have it like there, maybe. Something like that might work a bit better. And then I can do an outline, maybe. Okay. Can I add okay, that might be it. Right. Right, go back to the pen. Back to regular. Not that colour though. And then if we add just a little bit. Maybe not that. A little bit brighter, maybe. Quick group. Alpha, maybe. If that does it that way, not quite what I want. Think now if I just do play that one, do a group 3. Okay, so that's how you inherit the alpha if I wanted to do something like that, I suppose. Might be fun as a graphic design, but maybe the airbrush or a different one, maybe. Whatever weight did I do? That's fun as a design. Like that might work. And then we just do it. How do we feel about that? Adds a little bit of colour to it. The little pattern in any case. How do we feel? That looks a bit brighter. It makes it pop a little more. That's probably good enough, at least for now. So we'll do a quick save. I'll save. Yes. And if we go back, let's see if we can apply this. Bear with me. Make it a bit bigger. How did that look? Do I need to make it bigger? Questions always. That works, and it covers the whole face. There we go. So if I was to just go onto my gaming screen for a second, I'd have to apply it here as well. So we change that to K. Rename that to BRB. If we can copy it, we'll go into gaming. There we are. There we go. That works. So now, when it comes down to optimizing stuff, it means now, so I can just do that, click it off. It means I can probably do away with my entire Be Right Back thing then. Oh, sorry. So there, there. And now I can turn that off. There we go. We've got, what's it called? I think that works well enough. Having the idea of having the channel graphics and whatnot, because I need to try to maximize my use of OBS, and having multiple channel things open, so a specific Be Right Back one, it just doesn't seem very efficient. Whereas having that plus having loading like that, I can keep that as a basic one, and I can always change it to just have starting soon, or having it as a, what's it called? Starting soon, or having it as a goodbye screen just by changing the text, and that would be a lot more efficient and a lot more tidy, I think. But that's my little bit of here and there doing. Although saying that, I can probably apply that to my, what's it called? My starting soon screen. So if I change image, let me have a look. Have I saved it as a... Oh, I haven't saved it yet. Hang on. Sorry, just doing something. I'm all over the shop today, aren't I? That needs to be saved as a PNG document. Got ya. Okay, and okay. Right, now I go to my starting soon. Okay. And we have that instead. Where is chat? Let me just type. Yeah, and just having that there would probably work, wouldn't it? Just key mash. And that works, yeah. Okay. And so I could now. The idea I could do, I could have my, what's it called? I don't necessarily need to have that on a separate channel, maybe. I could just have the sources all in the one spot rather than me having to change multiple ones. So if I had image, okay, bro. I'm just trying to think, would this be a lot easier for workload if I didn't have multiple stuff open? So we have, yeah, that's okay. Okay, that might work a bit better. It means that maybe I can actually get rid of the other sources, maybe. So I won't need them. I can just like flip over to the other one without having to change over. Sorry, I'm just removing stuff. There we go, and I'm back on here. So now, hopefully, copy, paste. Okay, so now hopefully, all I should need to do is just go, but, and it's straight on, or be right back, be right back. That's a little more quicker, and it saves you having to click off. But I think yeah, that's some good progress right there. Speaking of, I am going to go refresh my drink. Everyone watching, remember, have a stand up, have a drink, have a stretch, have food if you need it, hug your parents, hug your loved ones, fight your enemies. I shall be back shortly, and I believe I'll carry on with a bit of work I was doing last time. So if I just put onto that, or do I want to keep it on that? I'll just leave it on screen. Where is my chat thing? Blah, 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 blah. Where is chat? I shall put chat here so that I can read it better. Do I want to make it bigger? Sorry, just testing something. That'll be big enough, I think, and I can kind of see where everything is. Right then, I shall BRB. While even my sleep, just ignore it. I'm awake. Sorry for the jump scare. There we go. There we go. So yeah, I don't know. I suppose so far then, if we go over where we've got to so far, what with making the be right back in the loading screen there, still fairly basic for now, but I think the idea of either making it move slightly or just using it as a collage piece is not the worst idea when it comes to it, because like I say, you collect little bits of art, you do things you find cute or you find, more endearing. Although the problem is my little Hoy is cuter than my current face because my beak is definitely broken. I tried flipping it, my PNG, and the face looks completely wrong. I know this is definitely the good side, but I don't know. We'll see. I probably will be tuned for a PNG tune-up at some point in the future, but I don't know. We'll learn a bit more before I do that, I think. But aside from that, this is obviously plainer than the old screen, but I think it's a little less garish because I don't know what I was doing in my MS Paint level before, but this at least is simple, but it's clean, I would say. So I can always, there's room to add more stuff to it if my rambling is getting anywhere. But in any case, let us move on to okay. Where is rotated physique? That's what I had last time. The idea now would be, do I work on something I was doing before or try to do something fresh? Is basically my thought process, because not all ideas are great, and I have been told you have to make 100 crap pieces of art or art you're not happy with until you keep the couple of good ones. And sometimes maybe it's an idea just to move on from an idea or something rather than keep slamming your head against it. Hence why I think I started this stream with the work on the channel assets, because at least that's what I've had the most practice drawing. I could always just try and do something fresh, but I'm not quite sure where I'd like to start with it. Because at least if I go with my muscle image before, I have something to work off of. Or, for the last hour, maybe just carry on playing about with something fresh. Oh, that's a blast from the past. Let's try something new. Rather than treading old ground and, what's the word? Getting stuck, if that makes sense. Just have a play about. Let's think. What would I like to draw? Oh, I have a rough idea. Right, so we want black, weighted. That's thick enough. That'll be fine. See if I remember it off the top of my head what I'm doing here. I need a reference image. Bear with me a second. I think I have a rough idea what I want to do. Okay, I got the gist of it. We'll take the weighted off though, and stuff there. Don't worry, I'm going somewhere with this, I swear. I feel like since I raid into Fate fairly often, and it might be who I end up raiding today, I should make a little good on a joke, I should say. If you're familiar with the Patrick with sexy legs thing, because BB, who's a lovely streamer, she's the inspiration behind the Muscle Bee, which is just the cute BPNG, but just with massive muscly arms. So we don't really want to tread old ground too much. So let's do a Borb with a giant legs maybe instead. Let's get the basic. Actually, you know what? The face should be on a different one. Do that one. I think I have the gist of what I need. Okay. Yeah, I think this will work. Rather than go for something overly complicated, I feel like silly is the name of the game today. Leave them there. We should have the weighted on for that. And zoom in a touch. That needs to just be basic, doesn't it, when I'm doing this? I need to make that line bigger, not less, don't I? Maybe not that way. That needs a little bit of a shave. Dinner, maybe? Now what we need is... Right, now if we add... Right, and this is where we get to play with this a bit. Oh, no. Oh, I see what I did wrong. Me to make a new layer. That's the bit, that's the fun part. Meh. I forgot. Oh, sad. Yeah, what it needs to be. Maybe just a wink. I don't need the boo-boo mouth bigger. What we do need. Do. Bow. Maybe. Right, now let's see here. Or do you want it to be the big Uru face? I feel like it needs a little something. What do you reckon about it there? That'll do. So now we need to do roughly where the belly is. Only because I need to mark out where the belly feathers are going to be. Probably doing this on a different layer. Only because What time are we on? We are on. Oh, not too bad. Dynamic, beautiful. Go back to the line, we go back from there. That'll work, I think. That'll give you a vague idea of jump. Okay, if we merge all of these, since we don't really need to do anything else. Merge selected layers, it makes it much nicer. So now we have a paint layer for that one. And now we can move you around to center it a bit more. That works, I think. Right. So we probably want, for a colour wheel, a nice background colour. We want maybe a nice purple. Then we can make that nice and light. No. I suppose I can make it that then this one, we just go for regular paint. But might need to just tidy a line up or two before I do anything else. Oops, that was meant to be. We're gonna put some safety shorts on for dignity. You don't want to make the Borg too lewd. Okay. I'll leave that like that. I need is that, I think. It needs a bit of a clear. That'll work, I think. Work, I think. Gets the point across in any case. There we are. That's more like a wing tail if I do it that way, isn't it? I believe that's the right one. Oh, okay. I think I see where I've gone wrong. You know what? You're better off just doing these from scratch, I think. So I got the wrong idea. It was not triangles. Got the actual right reference image I needed, and I realised I'd done something wrong. Oh dear. Ah, I think I see what I'm missing. Right, but first, let's go for purple. Not the right thing for this. Let us just go normal. Just do a bit of cleanup. Oh, I've got something going wrong here. What did you do? But now. Let's try going back. I think we prefer that layer. And then just going to do. There is a shadow, isn't it? Deeper purple. Okay, I'm trying to colour up a little bit. And then if we have white, and do I have a hairbrush? Oh, too much. Aura. Let's try pink. Oh, what happened here? I don't know what's happened there. My goodness. Have I hit a button I shouldn't have? Oh. Where have I hit? It's doing that. It's not what I'm trying to press, so I don't know why it's doing that. Okay, so it's only that layer for some weird reason. Okay, why is this misbehaving? Yeah, for some reason it was just doing it in that way for some weird reason. Yeah, why is this misbehaving on me all of a sudden? Why is it mirrored? I've done something and I don't know what I've selected. But all of a sudden it started mirroring. Oh, I see. I'm a numpty. I realised because of my angle, I couldn't see that I'd selected something that I shouldn't have. Oh, okay. Well, that wasted more time than I needed just for something so simple. Alright, well. That's the airbrush, isn't it? Oh, that's nice. On button. How dare you, Lodger? Sorry, Ben, I wasn't looking at my finger. I do apologise. I was just like zoned out. I do apologise. Maybe not that far. And then we just need a darker line. What do you think? Do you think? Those shoes should be a little shiny, shouldn't they? Ah. Little shiny black number. What do you reckon, Ben? I know. It's the what's it called? The general joke about the Patrick joke. Everyone does the you've seen BB's Muscle Bee. This is the next stage of that. which is just so I feel like a softer colour. No, too dark. The on top. No, maybe underneath. Just to show its stockings, maybe. That looks about right, I think. Just highly definition on the legs, but not much else. I'm having too much fun with this. The sexy packing section, though. No, it's this is little fairy. She's someone who I like to I like and who's what's the word? Little fairy, the one who I raid quite often. This is based on her little, I don't know what you'd call it, her little Borb model. I'm gonna go surprise her with it, I think. Moi. I think it's artistic. That's beautiful. Right. What happened? Honestly, what I'm missing is like what's it called? Okay, I think I know what I'm doing now. So if we just do in the line, I think we're done almost in any case. Oh, actually, that's what I forgot. That's what I forgot. It's gotta be some. No, actually, that's a bit much. He's wearing spats. So obviously, underneath all that hefty bulb, there is some spats. Yeah, there we want. Duh. Where's Mark Henry? Oh, it's the wrong button. That scared me for a second. Oh, wrong button again. It's not a drop kick, isn't it? You will. What move would you call this? It's called the you will Zangief the stars. What's the fighting move when it's just constantly what's the word? Keep pressing spacebar. You know what? Well, we do this in a sec. We'll do a darker. Don't quite like that. You know what? I should do a text box. That's what I'm going to do. That'll do. Yeah, if I just go for my one. And then we'll do a little border, I think. There we go. Okay. I think we're done with all that. And we'll save that as a PNG as well. I'll do it as a large file. That fully saved, okay. Righty-o then. Well then, everyone. I believe that has been a very successful bit of, what's it called? A very successful bit of streaming. Nothing too serious, but it was just nice to get some stuff done, yeah. And I thought this was nice and relaxing. I'm happy I finished my little bit of graphic work. It wasn't very involved, but I think because it wasn't too complicated, I didn't frustrate myself. So it was nice just to get it out the way. Thank you for being here, Ben, and thank you for everyone else. If this last piece isn't indication enough, but I think you know who we're raiding next, just so we can do this. But let's do a little. I'm gonna make a raid message, I believe. Hold on. So hang on. I will make a raid message. Bear with me. That's no good, maybe. Hang on a second. I think we want to. We'll do that one. Keep it short and sweet. If anyone wants to raid with me, we have that one. But yeah, let's scroll over. Raid a channel. They are playing Leaf Blower Company. And I'm assuming a bunch of yap. So it could be chaos, it could be comfy, we won't know till we get there, but and again, I've been Dead Dodo. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you next time. We'll be raiding out, and good night.